Today I'd like to answer the question, what are 4 coverages you need to consider as a school and what do they typically cost? Let me go ahead and list them out. You need to be thinking about general liability insurance, which is protection for slip and falls, bodily injury, and property damage. You need to be thinking about abuse and molestation, which is an accusation of physical or sexual misconduct from your teacher to a student. You need to be thinking about security liability if you've got a security team. And 4, you need to be thinking about educators' preparation liability, which is a bundle. So let me paint a broader picture about how all this fits together. For me, stories and big pictures help me understand why things are put together the way they are put together versus lists. General liability protects you for bodily injury and property damage you cause to others. That's hurting somebody or breaking something. And the most common claim we see for that category is a slip and fall. But within general liability insurance, certain types of injuries are specifically excluded, which is why we have other line items. Here are some of the things that are excluded. Intentional injury. A lot of times sexual misconduct is specifically excluded, and professional liability specifically excluded, along with hiring and firing, employment practices. So when you look at the other line items in your program and asking, why do I have all these liability coverages? It's because there's certain parts of your program that are excluded in the general liability so that the insurance company can think about it separately and charge the right cost for it. So that's how it gets put together. Here's some things that factor into how much it's going to cost for your school. The number of kids in your school is going to be a big deal. The age group of your kids. It's one thing to work with high schoolers. It's a different thing to work with high schoolers if you have a high school football team. And it's a totally different thing to work with a Montessori school that's mostly 2.5-year-olds to 6-year-olds. And so the age group, the number of kids in athletics, that all factors in, along with the level of care that you're promising. If you're promising to get people into Harvard, that's going to impact the cost. And if you're working with special needs kids, that's going to impact the cost because that's a different level of care. You probably have a different level of professional on staff to deal with that as well. I hope that helps give you 4 types of coverages that you need to be thinking about and also the ways that insurance companies think about it and how it's going to drive your cost. If any of this has you asking questions about your insurance program or broker relationship and you'd like to talk to somebody with experience in your field, please request a quote at www.bitnerhenry.com. I'm Daryl Henry with Bitner Henry Insurance Group, and we serve those who serve others.